Hey everyone, and welcome to a newish video. I recently released a 3D platformers video a couple weeks ago, but the funny thing about that video is I forgot to add one of the games to the video, and mainly one of the games that was on the thumbnail I forgot to add, and somebody had mentioned it in the comments. I was like, oh my god, I totally forgot about this. So not only did I add the missing game in this video, but I added a couple more for you guys to kind of make up for it. Now, one of the games I feel like it's going to get a lot of flack, but I still think it's a fun adventure game, and I thought I should add it to this list. But anyways, that's enough of me talking. Let's get right into it. I picked up New Super Lucky's Tale because Jason had recommended it on his Extras channel, and I do like 3D platformers. For some reason, though, I don't like Mario 64 that much, but I like the other Mario games after it. But I feel like this game was kind of be like really kind of cool, maybe a breath of fresh air in a way, a new little character and everything like that. And these type of games are really fun. You don't really see too many of them these days, but the ones that do come out are pretty unique. Well, I don't know if I can say unique, but they're just pretty cool. Think of something like a Hat in Time or something like that. If you haven't seen that game, that's another good one. But Super Lucky Tale, I'm thinking that this game will keep my attention until the end. Next up, we got Sonic Colors Ultimate. So this game pretty much took all the good stuff from the 3D Sonics and put it all into one, and they came out with this game. It mixes elements, I would say, from 3D and 2D, because as you're playing some of the levels, it'll go into a 2D mode, which is really nice. Lots of fast action here, very reminiscent to the old school 2D Sonics, I would say, and some early 3D Sonics as well. So definitely check this one out. Next up is Clive N Wrench. So this is a 3D platform game, and it's kind of reminiscent of games like Banjo-Kazooie, Jak and Daxter, maybe even a little bit of Ratchet and Clank. But I'm in the early stages of the game, and one thing I can tell you guys is that this is a game that will suck you in. I was having a good time almost immediately. The only thing I could say that I didn't like so far is that the main characters don't talk. At least they didn't talk while I was playing. I like for the protagonist to have like a voice in the game. That's one of the reasons why I never finished Jak and Daxter, because I just didn't feel attached to the game because the main character didn't have a voice. I know that's silly looking back at it now, but this is something that bothered me at the time. This game, I really feel the potential in it, and I really feel like it's going to get a lot more fun as I go through it. So I'll be doing a review on this game here probably in a week or so look out for that. But in the meantime, I definitely, so far, I think you guys should check this one out. It's actually pretty good. A Hat in Time. Finally, this game got a PS4 physical release. Alright, so definitely this game is going to win people over with its charm. The game looks great. It's definitely a throwback to, like I said, those other 3D platformers. Now, I played the original Switch version that came out a couple years ago, and the controls on the Joy-Cons kind of felt kind of iffy to me. I don't know if anybody else felt that way, but playing this game with the DualShock controller just feels a lot better. Now, the first world starts you off with a chase sequence. It's actually pretty like easy or whatnot, but this is kind of like help you get used to the controls the game has. So to go over the story a little bit, because I love a story in these type of games, you play as a girl named Hat Kid. I think that's like they don't ever really announce her name. I don't think. I can't remember. But anyway, she's on her way home in her spaceship, and she goes by a planet, and the planet is collecting a toll pretty much. So an accident happens, and she ends up losing up all her fuel for her spaceship, and she has to go and travel to get it all back. Now, during your journey, you'll meet a lot of friends that'll help you on the way, give you tips on how to beat bosses and stuff like that. Really just like, I want to say like very nostalgic to like other 3D platforms. I know I keep going over that, but this game is just definitely like a love letter to those type of games. Now, I just want to mention that the PS4 version does come with one of the DLC packs called a Seal. Let me see here. What the fuck is it called? Now, the game does come with Seal the Deal DLC embedded on the disc. I wasn't able to access it yet. I don't know if I have to get a certain portion of the game before I access it, but still happy that that co-op adventure is on the disc. And the other DLC that they released for the game is not embedded on the disc. It's not actually here. And I kind of feel indifferent about that because I feel like as long as this game took to come out for the PS4 as a physical, they should have all that stuff ready to be on the disc. But I guess I kind of get it, you know, they got to make that, you know, that money on the DLC or whatnot. So I don't know. I feel indifferent about it, but I'm just happy to have this as a physical. So definitely, I think it's worth the purchase. The game only costs $29, so I think it's well worth it pretty much. So I picked up Super Mario 3D World Bowser's Fury on the Switch, and the reason I picked this up because I actually played it a while back on the Wii U, very briefly, and I thought it was pretty fun. But I thought it'd be a good game to stream on Media Glitch's channel, like because we do streams every Saturday. And for the most part, it was a lot of fun. The only hiccup we ran into is when we would add like 4 people to it. And I don't know why that happened. Maybe there was some kind of like server thing going on. But when we had around 3 people, it was pretty smooth. But you might see a little bit of slowdown here. But overall, the game was still a lot of fun. And definitely something I know people probably have already picked up, so I don't have to tell you to go pick this one up. But Super Mario 3D World, a lot of fun, and we'll probably play this on a stream, another stream pretty soon here.
That's the right, that's the right, that's the right. That's the right. Oh, that's the right. That's the right.
We're there. We're still good. We're still good. We're still good. See? So look at the shadow. Oh.
That looked to you.
Oh my God! I thought we were okay, man.
Right when you said, "Look at the shadow," I see the shadow behind the water.
So here's Concrete Genie. I got this on sale at Best Buy, I think, for like it was slightly under $10, and this game is actually pretty cool. You can play it with the VR. I obviously don't have the VR, so I was just playing it like just bare bones pretty much. And you start this game off trying to draw images in this notebook, and these kids come and bully you. They take your notebook away and start tossing it around. It's like the intro for me was hard to watch because like in that type of situation, somebody's about to get beat down. But in this game, this is like one of those kid games, so they gotta like, you know, take it easy, I guess. But man, in real life, this would have been a beatdown. But anyways, going back to the gameplay, they take your notebook, they toss it around, they throw it in the water, and you're trying to collect the pages throughout the intro. So they push you on this train, on this tram, and you're going to this light tower, and that's mostly where you learn how to play the game at. You'll start drawing a lot of figures that'll come to life in that tower. This is actually a very interesting game, and it's unfortunate. I don't think it really sold well because a little bit after the game came out, it went on sale for like under $10. So maybe they made too many of them, or they just weren't selling at all. So I don't know. You guys let me know how you feel about this game, but what I played of it, I thought it was really good.
More of my pages. Maybe she can help me get back to Denska.
Alright, next up we have Ratchet Clank All for One. I did trade for this game with my buddy Justice. Thanks a lot, buddy. I thought I owned this game. I did own this game because I played it to a good point a couple years ago, but I do not know what happened to it. So I traded him for this copy you're seeing here with a reversible cover. And pretty much this is a 4-player co-op Ratchet & Clank game. Now, you don't need to play 4 players to get through it, but it's more fun the more people you have. So definitely a cool game you can play online through the PS3 network. Now, I really feel like this game led the way for co-op games like Super Mario 3D World. My buddy Joel thinks that's a better game, but obviously I think differently. I think this game is way better, especially when you have the Ratchet & Clank weapons mixed with the co-op. A lot of fun, crazy boss fights. It's really, really cool game. But I'll leave it up for you guys to decide which one you like better. They're both good games, but I feel like the Ratchet & Clank game didn't get enough love. And that could be because at the time, there was a lot of Ratchet & Clank games coming out. You know, it was very saturated on the PS3 at the time this game's released. So this game got overlooked. But still, awesome game. Still online to this day. Just need people to play with. So definitely check this one out. I don't know too much about Metal Arms glitching the system, but I remember seeing this game back in the day, and I kind of just passed it up because there was this other stuff I was interested in at the time. I wasn't very intrigued by 3D platformers at that time when this came out, so I just looked it over. But now looking at it, you know, this game, to me, in my opinion, and I think it's a hidden gem. You pretty much play as a robot who is trying to free his people from the clutches of some kind of sinister force. So you got to gather your weapons, rescue your friends, and just pretty much go through the world. It's all robots, which is pretty cool. And it has good voice acting as well. This came out during a time when Sierra was publishing mostly console games at the time, which was weird. Anyways, if you tried this game out, let me know what you guys think about it.
Hey, Crunk, were you able to repair our mystery bot?
Of course I f***ing fixed him. It was a huge pain in the f***ing waistband, because he's some kind of custom jobby, but nothing I couldn't handle. Some of his memory chips were fried, so he'll need a new data upload. But after that, he should be as good as f***ing new.
Huh. Does his ID chip still function?
Yeah, says his name is Glitch.
All right, Glitch. Welcome to the Droid Rebellion. Take our new fixer-upper to data upload and get him back online. Now, ladies!
Yes.
Move over, Ratchet & Clank. Rough triggers in the house. This this is kind of like just like you would think. It's like a low-budget Ratchet & Clank game, but it's actually pretty cool once you get used to the controls. I came about this game by chance. I remember it was at the PX when I was shopping at the PX one day, and I saw this. I was like, what is this game? It looks like a spin-off of Ratchet & Clank, and it sure did feel like one as well. But this game is pretty hidden. You know, not a lot of people know it exists, and you know that might be a shame because there's actually some fun to be had here. And next up, we have the core game, Outvasion from Inner Earth. So I remember hearing about this game years ago. It was supposed to be on Xbox, but it just had problems and kept getting canceled and everything. And I totally forgot about it until I saw Jason did a video. I can't remember if it was a Hidden Gems or maybe just a Wii collection video where he showed the game off. And I was just shocked that it got released, so I decided to pick it up. So this is pretty much like a 3D platform adventure game, kind of not saying it's like Mario 64, but it's in that same genre, I would say. The game looks pretty cool, but the only thing that I kind of dislike is that you're kind of forced to use those gimmicky Wii controls. But still, I think the game is worth having, especially just for history reasons as well. You know, this game was never supposed to come out. I mean, it was in development hell for I think it was over 10 years. But still, I guess it's a miracle the game came out. So if you like what you're seeing here, you might want to check this one out.
Good work. Now grab onto the fish with the grappling hook.
So here's Epic Mickey 2, The Power of 2. Now the original game came out on the Wii, and I think it did fairly well. Obviously, it got a sequel, but the sequel was spread out on different systems. It came out on 360 and the PS3, and I think it's only on those systems. No, it's on the Vita, and it might be on Steam. I don't know. I'll put it in the description. But anyways, this is a great 3D platformer. I mean, if you love Disney before they went where they're at right now, you would definitely like this game. This game is definitely a love letter to all the Disney characters, you know, and bringing Oswald back was pretty cool. I don't know if a lot of people noticed, but Oswald is actually supposed to be Mickey's half-brother, which I didn't even know that, so I thought that was pretty cool. I really felt while playing this game that they really put a lot of effort into it, and for those of you that have given this a try, of those that have played it, you know what I'm talking about, so definitely try this one out if you get a chance to play it. Also, I believe the game is backwards compatible on the Xbox One. Maybe someone could confirm in the comments, but yeah, maybe you can play the game upgraded. Next we have Balan Wonderworld. I know this game got a lot of weird reviews, people not liking it and hating on it or whatnot, but I actually had a good time with this game, and going for $15 during Black Friday, I said, you know what, I gotta try this game out. Now, this game was created by a legendary creator, Yuji Naka, who's, you guys know him for like Sonic the Hedgehog, Burning Ragers, what else, Phantasy Star, and Nights into Dreams, which is one of my favorites. And I think he also worked on Rodea the Sky Soldier, which is a kind of a hidden gem if you play the Wii version, not the Wii U version. Anyways, I'm not really understanding why everybody hated this game. Yeah, it's a kid's game. It's fairly easy from what I've played so far. It's not meant to be serious. It's more of like a pretty piece kind of in a way. Like if you want to break from like serious games or whatnot, play this game. It's very colorful. It's very family friendly. It seems like it's just all warm and fuzzy. Like I said, I'm just not really sure why everybody's hating on it like that. But $15, I say, you know what? I got to pick this one up, and so far I'm enjoying it. Rime is a puzzle platformer that I saw on Tark's Gauntlet's channel. I think it was around, almost 5 years ago. And the game looked very interesting to me, but I never picked it up. I always saw it at a GameStop. And it was going for a good price, but I just never just grabbed it. I was like, I don't know what it was. But now, while I was in Vegas, I finally picked it up, and I'm looking forward to this game. I don't know if it's a long game, but I think it's one of those interesting games where, you kind of are intrigued by the puzzles, and when you complete the puzzles, you unlock certain areas or certain stuff. I'm not really sure yet, but I think I'm in for something cool here, so you guys let me know what you think about this game.